Welcome back, friends. So basically, I created this project for myself as I was actually tired of setting up so many virtual environments for each of those tools and then managing those projects at different locations. So I thought of having a single location with one virtual environment and then using different tools with it. So as I see a lot of comments on my channel that some people are struggling with LTX video and Sana because the installation was complex. So I started with these two. So right now I have completed the LTX video project with the earlier version of the model, text to video generation. So I am releasing it and I will keep adding different projects. So I have success with Sana also, which I will be releasing later today. So the installation and everything will be very simple and you can use a single location to basically use several tools at once. So what you need to do is just basically start with the standard steps and we will first clone the repository. So you may ask why I've created this folder name because I'm planning to add a lot of different tools. So I cannot keep updating the name. So that's why I chose this name. Next step is to navigate inside the clone repository. Now I'm testing this on Python 3.10 version. Sorry, Python 3.10.11 version. I don't see any reason why this will not work on the later versions like 3.11 and 3.12, but you guys need to test it and then basically you can report it in the issue section, whether it is working or not working, then I will see to it. So I will use Python only to create the virtual environment. And the command is Python space -m space venv space venv. Now, once the virtual environment is created, you can activate it using venv \script/activate. Now you can install the wheel package. For that, you can use pip install wheel. Now, once the wheel package is installed, you can use pip install -r requirements.txt. So the installation is now complete. And once the installation is complete, you can close the command prompt. So each time you want to launch any of the tools that will be present here, what you need to do is open a new command prompt and activate the virtual environment. Now, once the virtual environment is active, we want to use the LTX video. So we will navigate inside the folder and then we will use Python. We have to see the name here, LTX-09 video.py. So what this code will do for the first time, it will download all the required models and then load the Gradio interface. Once all the models are downloaded, the Gradio based web UI is ready. Server is started, so you can control click on this link to launch the Gradio based web UI. Now, basically, what I have done is I have added two tabs. So, if you want to just generate a video, you want to try out the settings, you can do so here. And there is one feature that I've always missed is whatever changes I make, and if it is working fine, then I have to go and manually edit those settings in the source file. So I've added a functionality here, save state. So if you've changed width, height, number of frames and other settings, and you want to reuse it again and again, what you can do is you can just make those changes. Like for example, I will make it 30 here, FPS. Then you can do save state. So next time when you're going to launch this Gradio based web UI, let me just close the server and restart it again. And then you launch the Gradio based web UI again, you will see the setting is saved. And this is applicable for all of these settings. So once you are happy with the result, you can save it. Now, in terms of generation, you can just add the prompt and then the UI is self-explanatory and you can click on generate video. So the inference requires only 5.3 GB of memory. This is because of this video recording software, and it usually completes within 3 minutes. So it will work fine on 6 GB of VRAM, provided you have at least 16 GB in total along with shared memory. So it should work fine. So the processing is complete. It took less than 4 minutes and another minute to generate the video. And we can see the output here. Good. Now, one of the problem that I've faced for long is if I want to generate a lot of videos using this model, then I have to go in the code and put a loop to basically generate. So what I've done is I've added a batch processing tab. So you can basically add the prompt. You can change width, height, number of frames, and then number of inference steps. So once you have made all the changes, just for demo purpose, I will just use number 2. Then you can click on add to queue. Now the queue length is 1. Now I will change the prompt, and you can also change the width height. So for example, I will use 380 by 500 just for testing purpose. So this is also possible. You can also change the frame rate. So another prompt with 30 FPS to queue. So we have a queue. Now you can click on process queue. The only problem is you cannot remove a specific item from the queue. So if you just want to clear the queue, you can click here. Once you click on process queue, it will start processing the queue, and as soon as one of the item is processed, it will remove it from the queue. So basically, once all the items are processed, it will empty the queue for you to see. So once the queue is processed, you will see this message, and basically all the files are stored in LTX folder output underscore LTX. So this is the first one that we generated, and this is the output from the queue. Just make sure the width and height should be divisible by 32. I just used some random value, so there was an error. So if you have any questions or you face any issues, you can use the issues section here. Also, I'm just waiting for the new model to be integrated in Diffusion. So there is a known problem and they have acknowledged the issue, and basically the PR has been raised. So once that is integrated, I will just prepare a new Gradio UI for that and put it in the same folder. So you just need to do git pull. And I'm also waiting for the STG guidance. I've logged an issue for that also, and it will also be integrated. So that's it for this demo. Thank you.